kindergartners. Well, yesterday your moms and dads should have picked up your next packet of work for the next couple weeks. We don't have very much more to go, everybody. Just a little bit more to do in kindergarten, and then we're going to be all done. It's hard to believe, isn't it? Well, we're going to work on the last part of your Super Kids booklet to finish that, and we have some other letters that we're going to be reviewing, and also some math. Now, the math that we're going to do are things that will help you be ready for first grade. So together we'll work through these things, and we just have a little bit more to go, so hang in there, keep doing a good job. All of your work that I've seen looks wonderful, and you're doing a fantastic job, boys and girls, so keep it up. Today we're going to learn about a new letter. Do you see a clue anywhere on my wall? Do you see the W? That's the letter we're going to be working on next. Now, if you remember in school, I'd sometimes be a little silly and say this was a W. Now, I know its name is W, but sometimes saying the name W reminded me that that letter says W, not duh, because we say W, it makes the sound W, like in watermelon. So sometimes you might hear me say W, just to remind you about what letter sound that makes. Well, boys and girls, we're going to do our Super Kids together, and I need you to grab a pencil and your Super Kids workbook. We'll work through these pages together, and I have a new song for you to hear too, but that'll come a little later. We're going to find out who the new Super Noodle is. I wonder if you have a guess. If you looked ahead in the book, you might know, but if not, you're going to find out in just a little bit. So grab your pencil, grab your Super Kids book, and come with me to my workspace. Here we go. All right, boys and girls, I'm on page 24 and 25, and it's a big picture, isn't it? All the Super Kids are hanging out by the club, the old bus, and it looks like it's summertime there, doesn't it? They look like they're in their swimming suits. And outside, where it's nice and warm. Someday, boys and girls, it'll look like this around here too. All right, let's talk about this page a little bit. The Super Kids are wearing costumes and pretending to be from another planet or another world. If you look closely, on top of their heads, they have these things called antennae. Now we know from insects that the antenna on an insect helps them to feel things. So I wonder why they're wearing antenna. We'll find out in a little bit. Now, what's unusual about some of the Super Kids' hair? That doesn't look like it normally does. And believe it or not, that's Fritz. You're right, their hair is different colors, and that's because they're wearing wigs. And some of them have an odd hairstyle. Look at Ettabetta's braid sticking straight up in the air. That's kind of crazy. The Super Kids with odd-colored hair are wearing wigs. And a wig is fake hair or pretend hair. Sometimes people wear wigs when they're wearing a costume, and sometimes when people have lost their hair because they're sick and they're having special medicine, it might make their hair fall out. So they might wear a wig. I suppose you could wear a wig just for fun too. If you didn't want to have the same colored hair, you could wear a wig just to be different. Do you like to play dress up? It is a lot of fun. Well, the Super Kids are dressing up too. And they're playing a game that the new Super Noodle has thought of. We'll talk about the new Super Noodle in just a little bit, but first I want you to look at Fritz and Tick. And they're waving. Now the reason why I want you to see them waving is because wave begins with our new letter. It begins with W. Can you say the W sound? Very good. Now I'd like you to look on your Super Kids book and circle the hands of Super Kids that are waving. Do we see anybody else? Lots of silly things happening. Well, we could say Golly is wagging his tail, but since he doesn't have a hand to wave, we'll leave his tail for now. Now, I'm going to name some things that are in this picture. And if it begins with a W sound, I'd like you to circle it. Are you ready? The first word is wigs. Wigs. Does wigs begin with a W? Yes, it does. So you can circle Super Kids who are wearing wigs. Wearing starts with a W. I don't want to forget Super Kid over here. And I think there is one more. Yep, I see Fritz wearing a wig. The next word is dog. Dog. Does that begin with a W sound? No, it sure doesn't. What does dog begin with? Right, letter D. Now, since we're by the dog, I also see a door. Shall we circle the word door? No, door begins with what letter? Right, another D. So we can't circle a door that does not begin with a W. Try this word, window. Shall we circle the window? Yes, we should. Window begins with W. You can find any window to circle. I think I'll do this one by Oswald. There's a window. Can you circle rainbow? Does that begin with a W? No. What letter does rainbow begin with? Very good. That's an R. Don't circle the rainbow. How about roof? Can we circle the roof? No. What letter does roof begin with? That's right, it's another R. And how about this word? Cloud. Cloud. I see them. Should I circle them? Nope, that begins with a different letter. Tell me what letter cloud begins with. Very good, it begins with a C. I have just two more. Wings. Wings. I see them near the clouds. Do you see the animal that has wings? Right, the bird does. Should I circle the wings on the bird? Yes, I should, because wings begins with W. And the last word is wall. Wall. Can I circle the wall? Yes, I should, because wall begins with W. There's a wall behind the bus. Could circle this wall. And there is a little bit of the wall right here that you could circle too. All right, very good. And there in the bottom is our W. Uppercase W, lowercase w. They both look very much alike. Uppercase is just a little bigger, and the lowercase w is just a little smaller. All right, boys and girls, one last thing before I close off of this page. I'm wondering if there's anything else you see that begins with a W Oh, yeah, we could do that. Somebody remembered that I mentioned Golly's tail is wagging. Now I know it's wagging because the illustrator made these little marks to show his tail is going back and forth. So yes, we don't want to leave Golly out. Let's circle his wagging tail. All right, boys and girls, in the next video, I'm going to show you the W song. We'll learn a little bit more about our super noodle. Do you have a guess? There is a very big clue on this page, but I'll show you the video next. So we're going to listen to the W song, and then I have one last thing for us to do on this page. So I will close off this one for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Good work.